Good morning, Vietnam. I don't know the music. Big Head Todd and the Monsters. She has done me wrong. Can I bring her back? She has been long gone. Broken hearted Savior. That's tricks this morning. That's a crappy dude. The machine is fucking with me. It doesn't skip, it just stops. It's not connected to the internet. It's magic. Oh, you ask a lot of questions, James. That should get you in trouble. The great album. No, but it's been that way all morning. That's when you know I like fucking with the machine. I don't know. Yeah. She has done me wrong. Oh, trigger is a bad choice of word, right? I'm not Pavlov's dog. I appreciate the coconut water tip, though. I got my own little. I do the Himalayan, pink salt thing, and aloe vera as the base, and I eat citrus by the pound. I have a, you know, relatively healthy diet. As for the alcohol and drugs, like I said earlier, I've been sober for so long that it ceased to be important. 18 years, 19, something like that, right? Yeah. So, it's not that's an issue with some of the parties involved, but I wouldn't be one of those parties. As for the drugs, I quit the hard shit a long time ago. I smoked a little pot last year. Last year was way fucked up. Foo bar, I spent half the year trying not to die, and that's been my. I got the lower back opportunities. People talk about, hey, groupie, we got a turkey. Wow, turkey hen walking through the yard. um, Apparently they appreciate Big Head Todd and the Monster. Yeah, herniated disc, ruptured disc, all that bullshit. I got none in the bottom 5 vertebrae. Had one fractured when I was 16. So I learned about the medicinal qualities of marijuana decades ago. They tried they put me on all that petro-pharmaceutical bullshit. This muscle relaxer, that painkiller, all that bullshit. You know how that goes. And that shit don't work. It just fucks with your head. I ain't cool with that. Like I say, that's an issue with the number of parties involved, and it's bigger than you ask if I ran out of money at the Oppenheimer Casino. I don't play the games that fucking parasite place, right? Why would I pay for shit I get for free? Do I look like why the fuck would I pay for something I get for free? That's for limp dicks like the all hat and no cattle crowd across the road. I seen your faces, you pieces of shit. You burn. You hear me? Oh, now we got Tom Turkey out there dancing, strutting and stuff. It's pretty cool to watch. So no, never been to the. I've not ever been to the Oppenheimer Rape Project casino. As far as their city, definitely. She's a genius. He's a moron. She's done the work. He's just a fucking parasite on the entire community, by the way. To Stella Blue, because Diamond needed the money, you stupid cunt. If you respect that fucking predator for his science, I'm a geologist, I'm a paleontologist, I'm a paleoclimatologist. I changed a lie 3 times in the same fucking 30-minute show. That's just a bunch of goddamn clips from other people's shit and some screeching howler monkey talking over it. And it takes him 6 hours to put that together. I'm not supposed to say the cunt word, right? You stupid cunt. So it's not, people misconstrue like I'm, you know, got the hots for sweetness or something. I got nothing but love for the lady. And as I said previously, when I got snowed in Colorado, that I, just was asking for a tour guide, not asking for, to elope, not asking for anything, no strings attached, no expectations other than to see her smile and get a hug because I like hugs. So, you're it's much bigger, the issue, right? I got a problem. I think that city folk and country folk are of the same, moral standard where it comes to the exploitation of women and children, which is what your boy Diamond, the Canal Man, is all about. And he's just one part of a larger criminal network that I endeavor to see cease to exist. And, I'm not going to stop until you're fucking dangling from a piano wire, David Muriello, and your little cohorts next to you. That'll be the kind of song I want to hear. Be the only time that fucking invalid mental midget could ever dance, huh? Nuremberg trials. We got to get rid of the parasites, Max. Fucking with the machine today. Must be on the right track when the machine is jacking with me. Right, like I said, that's goddamn near 20-year-old home entertainment system. That's a 5-disc CD DVD changer that's hooked to shit out here. Like I said, it had never been hooked. You can't connect it to the internet. And it's not skipping. It just stopped. I know you know it ain't good, brother, but do you know how bad it is, man? I'm not. I'm not sure that you do. And as I said, they're counting on us. They've got no $1 billion lobby. It's pure fucking evil what they do to women and children. Pure fucking evil. And as I said, I don't think that the moral standards differ from the urban to the rural, where exploitation of women and children, forced prostitution. I don't think that there's a conflict there. I think everyone's in agreement. I could be mistaken. Wouldn't be the first time. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe city folks are just some fucking worthless pieces of shit who are all on board with, that stay-at-home mom down the street being pamped out by the kid's dad and their daughter's next. I don't think so. I don't think they're cool with it either. I think that it's, like I said, it goes, most people aren't aware and they can't imagine it because it is just so far removed from human nature. They're not fucking human. They're psychopaths. They're not like us. And so it's extremely difficult for us to grasp. It's, who the fuck, what kind of fucking piece of shit does that to another person? It doesn't bat an eye, by the way. Nope. It pays them in the least, man. Completely devoid of human emotion. So I hope that clarifies a little. As I said, it's a much greater, it's bigger than sweetness. So, don't get stuck on thinking that that's what it's all about. Because it ain't. It ain't all about that piece of shit David or Yellow either. It's bigger than that fucking dirtbag. But hey, you're the low hanging fruit, right? So, sometimes I get really fucking pissed off at you people. You got a little better understanding, maybe now. You know what it's like to see someone that you love destroyed by fucking predators. Do you know what it's like? There's no, there's no, there's no physical pain that compares to that hurt. And I hope you never have to experience it. I hope you get up off your fucking asses though and do something about. Get your head out of your ass. Try your fucking Imperial probe droid. Right, Max, it's not a goddamn, it's a smart ass phone. Like you said, it's made us stupid. How many numbers did you have to remember? I date myself with the You got to be home when the street lights come on crowd, right? That's way back when. How many goddamn phone numbers did you have to have before mom let you out of the house? I mean, you had to know. You had to rattle them off. It was like a fucking test. You can't, you have to know if you need to call someone if you get in a jam. And now, shit, how many numbers can you remember? You gotta go to that phone. That smart ass phone is making us stupid. We don't need that. We don't. We need to get back. We need to go back. We need to remember what we've been conditioned and programmed to forget. I want that organ, Max. And I know a guy, knows a guy, could probably face a hell of a tune on one of those. Yeah, you wonder what the fuck they, because we're catching on. If you hadn't, we're coming into a period again, I say, where people are, you know, becoming aware, where and it's hard. I'm nothing if not impatient. And so, I'm preaching to myself when I say, I get frustrated. How many times have I gotten frustrated with you fucking idiots? Because God damn it, it's just so obvious. I told you repeatedly what the motherfucker is doing. What the fuck is going on? It's a greater operation. Listen to him communicate with the other fucking members of this criminal network. What happens? Why is Facebook not censored? Because they're fucking this deep in the goddamn human trafficking shit. Was YouTube? I mean, it's YouTube. Is Google? Is Alphabet? Is the fucking CIA? They just rub your face in it. It's funny. It's funny. Alphabet agency. And Jane, I say crazy because much of the shit I talk about, I'm not an idiot, and I'm not suffering from some nutritional deficiency. As I said, my diet is far healthier than the average stupid American. I mean, exponentially, right? I say crazy because most of the shit I talk about, much of it anyway, not to all of the community, because many of you get it. You feel me when I start talking crazy shit. But many folks, especially those, I don't go out much. I run errands, I get my supplies, whatever. If I make one trip to town in a month, that's a great month. I don't. This adorable little wild-eyed witch said, people are stupid. Again, it's like, yeah, you know, to get on my fucking dick nerve. Most of what I talk about just goes right past them, and so it's just crazy. I'm crazy to them. They can't grasp it. So that's where the crazy comes in, right? Crazy people don't think they're crazy, by the way. But I appreciate the suggestions, the helpful comments. I hope someone else who's in that situation will read what you said, Jay, and it will have a positive impact on their life. I, I got nothing but love for people who are trying to, and I don't like that word, who are But you are, sister, being the change that we want to see. That's what you're doing. And I just, got nothing but love for folks like that. We need more of them. As I've said, there are angels in our midst, but I would be among their ranks. You know, who among us? What was it? The wise man said, and he's who is without sin cast the first stone. I've told you how many times that my little soapbox sermons are not, hellfire and damnation preaching from the goddamn pulpit, that my little soapbox is in the leper's pit. There are no windows in my glass house. When I start harping on you, that's because I think you're better than, be better than me. Don't do the same stupid shit that I've done. Yeah, brother, I say that, or below which she knows. You tell her, I said she should smile more. Her smile is contagious. I highly recommend you blame it on me so you don't get asshole. Just saying. But this shit's gotta stop, man. It's gotta stop. It shouldn't have gone on this long. It shouldn't have gone on this long. And as I said, I don't know. I know you know it ain't good, but I'm not sure that you know just how fucking bad it is. And that thumbnail is a terrible picture because of the way it was cropped. See if I can post a link to the other. I don't. It just makes me sick to my stomach to know what they do. So yeah, alcohol and drugs are a huge part of the problem, especially for the women involved. It's one tool to leverage that, and you get into a situation you don't necessarily know what the fuck you're getting into until you're into it, and then there's like no way out. How you get out of that scenario? Who are you gonna go to? Who's gonna care? There's so much they're gonna blackmail you with and hold over your head. Like, oh my God, nothing to give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you that I do. And I'm not the only one. I got nothing but love for you, sweetest. And I mean no disrespect. I said, you take my hand, I'll be whatever you need me to be. I prefer it was an IED because I was, sick of that fucking screeching howler monkey and all the goddamn lies, one after another. Now listen to your little brother Rex Bear after all his taunting and bullshit, and he fucking knows. But he's a slave to that almighty dollar. You stupid little dirtbag, you spineless piece of shit. So Anyway, I hope that cleared some things up. Inquiring minds, you get yourself in deep shit by asking too many questions. I'll kill you. I was told yesterday I would have made a great investigator. It's just like one of my natural talents, right? That's funny. That would have been like a great fucking spook. That's even more hilarious considering the goddamn crowd, right? Considering the spy versus spy shit that has been my life for going on in hell for longer than this. What's with the? It's hilarious. Of every. Yeah, crazy, crazy shit that little woman had to say. Not too much of it was, you know, I already knew, but man, some of the detail got muddy. Like I said, I would tell you people, but you would freak you out. As I said, I'm not here to make friends. If I hurt your feels, line to kiss my ass starts right there. Fall in, pick a fucking number. I'm here to make a difference. I refuse to accept what we've been programmed to believe is human nature, this war and rape and killing, fucking murder and shit. I refuse to accept that we can't make this world a better place, Max. We goddamn sure can. We're still climbing the mountain, man. We got a ways to go. We can't have nice things. Because fucking predators, parasites, they blow shit up. That's what they do. We gotta get rid of them. The Five Eyes is a goddamn good start. Puts an extra burden on, let's make Israel great again crowd. They're pushing for war everywhere. As I said, the powers that are ceasing to be, just the powers that are ceasing to be, they're pushing for that next reset, Max. You in the last half of your show, you really were just knocking it out of the park. And they're pushing for that. They're gonna flush it. They're fucking terraforming the planet. They're gonna do their little fucking start over like how many fucking times in the past. Bullshit. Bullshit. We don't let them do it. We push back. We push harder. Why do you think I keep going on? Push harder. Fucking go faster. So hold up. We got time for all this fucking off. We gotta rush the goddamn guards. We gotta bum rush the fucking fence, man. What's the holdup? Because I mean, everywhere. Iran, that's a declaration of war. All the fucking sanctions. I mean, come on. You know, all the little Trumpsters, the Trump train has derailed, you dumb fucks. I'm sick of talking about politics, by the way. It gives me a headache. And it's just so irrelevant to all of us who have been paying attention. Because it's a show. It's a show. How much more? I mean, this isn't the first actor we've had in the White House, right? It's a goddamn show. We don't ignore it because, like the free speech thing, it doesn't make a shit if you like Assange or you don't. You got to defend the man's rights because they're yours and mine. This conversation right here goes away. It's why the censorship is ramping up. I mean, because they're throwing everything in the fucking kitchen sink. It's why that screeching howler monkey, and there are more of them involved. Like I said, to bind that motherfucker. I can't stand that son of a bitch. The little witch tells me about this, extremely intuitive, psychic even. Surely she was just making that up, right? That fucking dirtbag. That impotent faggot. The wheelbarger. Pushing the 5G. It's a weapon system, man. Sure they need it for the 5G. I mean, you're speedy fucking. It's gonna take you 3 seconds less to download your goddamn Netflix movie, so you can watch Game of Thrones faster or whatever the fuck. I don't watch TV, and so I don't remember since they switched to the digital. It's just awesome. I love it. One of these times it won't come back on. It'll just stop. This may be the one. And there'll be some little whatever flashing. Glitches in the Matrix. Oh, let there be music. Yeah. So anyway, I hope I cleared up, a few of the questions of the inquiring minds, right? I don't play the games that fucking piece of shit plays. I don't pay for shit. I get for free. Do you look at me? Do I look like I'm paying for something? Right? I mean, give me a fucking break. And it's much bigger than sweetness. Love your sister. People talk about this karma, and people, well, you've heard me say that you're here for the fight. Stop fighting yourself, you dumbass. And I got issues with that, because I'm sure that that's what some, women and children they chose to be, forced into fucking prostitution, right? That was there when they were coming into this game. I would say that they're here for the fight, just the same as we are, to put an end to the goddamn parasites. Not because they're cool with the abuse, because that I don't accept, but because, it takes all of us. And I still maintain that this is a fucking prison planet. And ain't none of us getting out of this motherfucker as long as there are slaves among us. And I'm not gonna stop trying to make a difference. Because I will not leave this shithole for those that follow. I will not ignore evil and become an accomplice to it. It happened. So, anyway, excuse me. It's a subject that's, it hits me in the feels, right? I don't know why. I mean, I don't think that would be the same for anyone, any human. Well, the Purple Martins are busy shitting on the throne, by the way. We're going to have another powwow. It's that black light. It's, I have to get the camera out and do an updated little rig rundown. But I'm going to go get some breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. Rattlesnake Derby weekend, which is a drag. Used to be fun when I was a kid. They got all of the carnies and the carnival shit. It's a huge flea market. Used to be huge. People came from all over. By the way, I had thought about going to Alaska, but no fucking way. After they have, irradiated the goddamn Pacific Ocean. Wine and fuck what anyone. It's like the one right there, the left coast. That's just one more reason. Which is a drag, man, because I would love to go to the Pacific Northwest. I know some people there. Not confirm nor deny that. I know some people across the goddamn border in the same area. Nor can I confirm nor deny that I may have had a plan at one point to just drift across the border into the jungles of Canada. I can. Just walk. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Kids. Oats. Flax. Put a little flaxseed in there. Still eating that Colorado honey, by the way. Sweetness. You gotta stop. People are talking. Still waiting on my tour guide. Didn't do shit while I was there. Anyway, you crazy fuckers, like I say, I love you bunches. You don't know. I've said how many times I needed you far more than you need me. And just keep on being that change that we all want to see. And maybe have a little more understanding why I say there's a method to my madness and a reason. Maybe you can, keep on accepting me in my twisted ways, huh? Because it's not about reason, it's not about purpose either. We have to stop this. We have to. They're counting on us. No, I love you. I can't see the fucking battle. That's scary, isn't it? You could have gone all day without that big fat head in your face.